I'm going to start with the teapot first. So the first thing I do is I make 2 balls of clay that are about the same size. I really want them to be as even as possible because to make the teapot, I do 2 pinch cups put together. So I want clay that's even and uniform in size. And then what I do to one side, to 1 cup, I'm going to do to the next cup. I'm lining them up to see if they're about the same in diameter. I want them to be about the same in diameter. I'm going to thin them out a little bit. I don't want to do it. Together. Adding some slip around here. So they have to be really scored. And I'm pressing them together. So you give them a really good press together. Okay, so I scored them, I slipped them, and now I press them together. So now I have basically a hollow sphere of clay. I do need to cover the seam, so I'm going to add a reinforcing coil just like I did with the hollow sculptures. And then I'm going to get my clay really soft for the reinforcing coil. Put a little slip around my seam. You can just across. Really want to hide that seam. Now the cool thing is you can shape this into any form you want, because you essentially have a clay bubble or a clay balloon. And if your clay was soft enough, you can do pretty much anything you want with it. So I can make it tall and thin. Or I can drop it and flatten it. I can roll it. But you can play with the form that you want your teapot to be. And so these are loosely based off of Yixing teapots, which are really, really small, delicate, kind of very highly detailed, dainty teapots. So I think I kind of like this angled form. Drop it a little bit more. So I think this is the form I like. You can go with a circle if you like, but this is the form I like. I'm going to end up putting a foot under here, and I will cut a handle out here, or like a lid, pardon me, a lid here, and then we'll put a handle here and a spout here. But I need to let this dry up just a little bit. It's really, as you can see, malleable. It's very plastic. It is hollow, so there's a lot of different things I can do with it at this point. And because it's kind of like it's basically a bubble. It's basically like a little balloon right now. I'm going to stop working on it at this point, putting it in a bag. I'm just going to put it in like probably 2 bags. I'm going to put it in 2 bags because I don't want it to be super dry for tomorrow. So I am going to start bagging it up.